won their first state boys team title in school history and started the process of making history as only the third school in the 100-year history of the OSAA to win 3 state championships. The 2019-2020 campaign will see Banks try to repeat as defending state champions in football, boys basketball, and baseball. The girls program had a successful season as well, hoping for return trips to the state playoffs in volleyball, girls basketball, and softball. Will all 6 make it back to the OSAA 4A playoffs yet again? We'll find out as another season of Banks Braves athletics on Westside Mobile Media is underway. Westside Mobile Media, powered by SHN Sports, presented by Jim's Thriftway, is brought to you by Jim's Thriftway, Sarah Hesselman Keller Williams Realty, RT Vinyl Designs of Forest Grove, Edwards Realty Trust, Rob Edwards Insurance, Sports Outreach Northwest, Lori Godfrey Group, Westside Mobile Media, and Susie Jurgensen Welcome Home Realty. It's time for Banks High School Athletics on SHNSports.com/Westside. Now in his 5th year of broadcasting Banks High School sports, here is the voice of Westside High School Athletics, Trevor Beard.
Good evening, and we're back for week number 2 of high school football in the state of Oregon as the top-ranked and defending state champs, Banks Braves, host Sweet Home. Banks looking for their 13th straight win on this Friday, September 13th. Hopefully, 13 will be a lucky number for the Braves tonight, as next week they have probably the matchup of the year as they travel to number 3, Marist Catholic of Eugene. Last week, the Braves came out a little bit slow offensively, allowed a touchdown to Gladstone on the opening drive of the game on a 6-yard or on a 1-yard run to Sebastian Pfeiffer to help the number 2 Gladiators go up 6-0. But extra point was blocked. The Braves were able to get on the scoreboard after going negative 5 yards their opening drive, and then a interception and a fumble, 2 consecutive turnovers on their next 2 drives before Jared Evans, who it looks like will be the starter at quarterback for the Braves this season, was able to connect with Jacob Slifka on a 59-yard touchdown reception on a screen play to the near sideline on a play that looked like was originally snuffed out pretty well for lost yards by Gladstone, but he was able to slip a couple of shoulder tackles and go the distance down the sideline to put the Braves up for good 7-6 at halftime. Marshall Stiegemeyer added a 4-yard touchdown run, and Jamar Flippin added a 7-yard touchdown run. Also Jackson Walker with a big 39-yard reception on first down on 3rd and 17 after a holding penalty to help keep a drive alive on that drive, I believe, that allowed Marshall to score from 4 yards out. We'll take a 30-second break and be back to take a look at the Sweet Home Huskies. You're listening to Banks Braves football on SHNSports.com/Westside.
Jim's Thriftway is a historic member of the Banks community. They've been a longtime supporter of Banks Youth Athletics and are proud to sponsor BHS broadcasts. Check out their deli with delicious hot food like fried chicken, corn dogs, and chicken wings. Get a custom-made cake at their in-store bakery. They also have a wide variety of farm-fresh fruits and vegetables in their produce department. In the spring and summer, stop by and get delicious barbecue on Fridays and Saturdays. Jim's Thriftway at the corner of Highways 6 and 47 and online at jimsthriftway.com. Proud to be locally owned and operated.
And we're back as we take a look at some of the players to watch for the opposing Sweet Home Huskies. Head coach Dustin Nickel, 0-1 in 2019, last year's Oregon West or District 3 champions. Lost in the first round last year at home to Marist. Last week they also lost at home to Marist 55-13. Quarterback Aiden Tyler, a newcomer to the starting roster this year, but did throw 4 touchdown passes in his only game that he played in last year in a win at Philomath. Running back outside linebacker Travis Thorpe, a senior, number 3 wide receiver, or not number 3, the 3rd player on the list, wide receiver cornerback Ty Moore. Sweet Home with an experienced offensive line. Left guard Iacona Howerton, a senior. Center Jake Manning, a junior. Right guard Tucker Welda, junior. And right tackle David McMullen, a sophomore. Also experienced receiving crew with Ty Moore, Zach Letmer, and Peyton Ulrich, all seniors, along with juniors Jasper Korn and Cole Baxter. We'll take a 1-minute break, and when we come back, we'll look at the players to watch for the home team, your Banks Braves, in just a moment.
Forest Grove Sandwich and Forest Grove Coffee Company are both proud to sponsor Banks Braves athletic broadcasts. Mention this ad and save $1 off your next delicious sandwich or beverage, both located at 1821 Main Street in Forest Grove. Forest Grove Sandwich, call 503-407-1824, and Forest Grove Coffee, call 503-707-0385. Proud to sponsor Banks Braves broadcasts.
Thinking about buying or selling a home? Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty, will help you with your real estate needs. Call 503-313-0748 or email Sarah at sarahhesselman.com. Serving your community daily and proud to support the starting lineup of your Banks Braves. Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty. Call 503-313-0748.
And we're back with the Sarah Hesselman roster players to watch as we continue on Banks High School Athletics on SHNSports.com/Westside, presented by Jim's Thriftway. Quarterback Jared Evans completed a 59-yard touchdown pass to Jacob Slivka for the go-ahead touchdown in the second quarter for the Braves' 21-6 win last week at home over Gladstone. Kicker, linebacker, wide receiver Jacob Slivka, again the go-ahead touchdown, catch and run in the second quarter. Running backs Marshall Stiegemeyer and Jamar Flippin, 2 second-half touchdowns to put the game away late for the Braves. Special teams blocked extra point on Gladstone's only touchdown and a blocked Mateo Burgos 31-yard field goal attempt in the second quarter. Defense also played big in the win for the Braves. Probably the biggest reason for the victory, held Gladstone to just 1 touchdown and also came up with some key turnovers on Gladstone drives deep in Braves territory. And also wide receiver Jackson Walker, a big 30-yard reception on 3rd and 17, picking up a crucial first down in the third quarter. Taking a look at the Lori Godfrey Group Kawapa scoreboard for Week 2 or District 1 scoreboard. Astoria is at state, and Astoria is still looking for their first win after a big loss at home last week to 5A Scappoose. Again, our game tonight, Sweet Home at Banks. Malala is at Estacada. Malala losing last week 31-7 at 3A Scio. Estacada a come-from-behind victory, down 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to come back and beat Valley Catholic late 40-39 with under 30 seconds left. Valley Catholic is at Sisters. McLaughlin Griswold, playing an independent 4A schedule this year, is at Tillamook, which right now looks to be probably the number 2 team in the league. We'll talk about that more in a second. Number 3 Marist at number 9 Seaside. Seaside ranked a little bit higher, I think, than where they should be in the latest Oregon Live 4A media poll, the first week of that. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this from Lori Godfrey as we look at other games in 4A football around the state.
This 5,000-square-foot commercial in St. Helens, featured by the Lori Godfrey Group of Beaverton, includes 1,250 feet of modern office space and a 7.5 horsepower wind tunnel used in Bitcoin mining. It's fully powered for industrial needs with a 480 volt to 240 volt three-phase transformer and a 250 amp 1 volt three-phase panel. For more information, call 503-989-3115. 503-989-3115. The Lori Godfrey Group.
Other games around the state as we continue to look at the Lori Godfrey Group Real Estate Week 2 scoreboard, not Week 1. Should have changed that in the graphics along with the date. Baker is at Homedale of Idaho. Ontario at 3A Vale. Number 2 LeGrand after their big win over 5A top 10 Pendleton last week. They're at the Dalles. Number 5 Gladstone coming off their loss here at number 10 Marsfield, also coming off a loss at 5A North Bend. Junction City at Woodburn. Elmira is at North Valley of Grants Pass. Crook County of Prineville travels to Cottage Grove. Siuslaw playing a 3A schedule for football. Siuslaw Florence is at Philomath. Newport at Phoenix. 3A Cascade Christian of Medford is at Klamath Union. Number 6 Cascade, interesting situation with their roster at number 4 Mazama of Klamath Falls. Number 8 North Marion at number 7 Henley of Klamath Falls. We'll take a 30-second break and take a look at the OSAA 4A, or the Oregon Live 4A Top 10 Media Poll after this from Christy Van Meter.
Rankings are important numbers in determining Oregon high school playoffs. So are rankings when choosing a lender to help you with purchasing or refinancing your home. Our local community home loan expert, Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans, is ready to help you win the day. Call Christy today for all of your home loan needs at 503-327-5302 or caliberhomeloans.com/kvanmeter. Christy Van Meter, NMLS number 1700271, state licensed in Oregon, an equal housing lender. All products are subject to credit and property approval.
And we're back as we take a look at the Oregon Live Week 1 4A Media Poll presented by Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans. Again, Banks number 1 out of District 1. Last week defeating then number 2 Gladstone 21-6. Number 2 LeGrand, District 6 last week defeating 5A Pendleton at home 36-14. Number 3 Marist Catholic of Eugene out of District 4. The Skyam League last week defeating Sweet Home 55-13. As the Braves come out onto the field, number 4 Mazama, District 5 out of the Skyline Conference. Klamath Falls, Rogue Valley area last week defeated Ontario 40-0. Number 5 Gladstone drops 3 spots after last week's loss here, 21-6. Number 6 Cascade last week defeated then number 9 Cottage Grove 55-6, was now dropped out. Number 7 Henley, a newcomer, last week upset then number 7 Seaside 14-7 on the road. Number 8 North Marion of Aurora last week defeated Staten 37-27. Number 9 Seaside last week, number 9 Seaside lost to unranked Henley at home 14-7, and number 10 Marshfield of Coos Bay lost in the quarterfinals last year to, lost in the semifinals last year to the Braves in the playoffs. They lost last week to 5A North Bend 51-6. Taking a look at the Coapa Power rankings as we continue with the Banks Braves pregame show on shnsports.com/Westside. Banks High School Athletics presented by Jim's Thriftway. Coapa Power rankings number 1, Banks Braves, again after their 21-6 victory over number 2 Gladstone, number 2 Tillamook. I had them in my Oregon Live for a media poll this week after their 31-7 victory at Newport last week, a play-in team in last year's playoffs. Number 3 Astoria, despite their blowout loss at home to 5A Scappoose. I have them at number 3. Number 4 Seaside after their loss at home to 4A Henley. It drops to number 4 Valley Catholic. Number 5 should have had that victory at Estacada, up 3 touchdowns with about 8 minutes to go, but allowed Estacada to come back on the final drive of the game to win. And number 6 Malala going on the road and getting pretty much handled by 3A Scio 31-7. There's a look at your Coapa Power rankings presented by Westside Mobile Media. We'll take a 30-second break, and when we come back, we should be just about set for tonight's kickoff between the top-ranked Banks Braves and the Sweet Home Huskies. You're listening to OSAA 4A football between the number 1 Banks Braves and the Sweet Home Huskies on shnsports.com/Westside, presented by Jim's Thriftway.
Westside Mobile Media is proud to be in their 5th year broadcasting Banks Athletics. We've broadcast championship seasons in football, volleyball, boys basketball, baseball, and softball. Since 2015, we've had over 40,000 interactions worldwide with fans following our broadcast. That could mean a big boost to your customer base. For more information on how to advertise, contact us at 971-330-8122 or email westsidemobilemedia@gmail.com.
You will always be missed and loved Tonight, the national anthem will be sang by Alex Dickey.
Nice job by the Bank student performing tonight's national anthem. Braves again will be home for the second straight week, wearing their navy blue uniforms, navy blue pants with mirrored diamond or triangle pattern representing the Tualatin River on the sides of the pants. Vegas gold numerals on the sides of the shoulder pads with white trim, yellow stripes around the shoulders with yellow numeral or Vegas gold numerals on the back with white trim, white helmets with navy blue stripe, and navy blue and Vegas gold arrowhead on the sides of the helmet. Sweet Home as a visiting team will be in their white uniforms with yellow or gold numerals, green shoulder pads, green and yellow, very similar to the Oregon Duck colors for Sweet Home. And they will also be wearing black pants with white helmets and gold or yellow logo. Again, captains meeting at midfield to meet with the officials for tonight's coin toss. Sweet Home has won the toss, and they will defer to the second half, so the Braves will start with the football first to open tonight's game. As they put 2 more minutes up on the clock, and will Banks High School, Kelly Field at Banks High School runs north and south. Scoreboard to our left at the north end of the field with the next to the flagpole. Banks High School located about 25 miles northwest of Portland on Highway 26 that originates in Nebraska. So Jamar Flippin and Marshall Stiegemeyer will be back for the Braves to receive the opening kickoff from the Huskies. Kicking the ball away for Sweet Home looks like number 11, Owen Towery, listed as a 5'10", 155-pound junior wide receiver defensive back. No kicker listed on the roster. Last week, Gladstone opened with the football, and took about half the first quarter on their opening drive to score the game's first touchdown, and it's kicked to Stegemeyer, fumbles it around the 15, fakes the handoff, and isn't going to get much. Maybe up close to the 20, and that'll be it. But the Braves, again, not a rough start offensively. I was going to say not a very good start to their first possession, as Marshall nearly lost the football on the return, but gets about 3 or 4 yards to the 20-yard line. First and 10 for the Braves on the opening drive. Trips to the near side, actually a fourth receiver in tight to the top. Lone back is Flippin, hands it to Flippin, gets under a couple of blockers, gets close to about 3 yards to about the 23. Still a all-natural grass field here at Banks High School. No yard markers between the tens. Second down and 7 from the 23. Evans under center at quarterback. Now flipping to his right. Looks to throw. Straight drop. Now rolls. Throws high, but caught. First down. Up close to the 35. Reception made by Jacob Slifka to about the 34. Gain of 11 on second down and 7. First down Braves. 11-10 to go in the first quarter. No score. Opening possession for the top-ranked team in 4A football, the Banks Braves, hosting the Sweet Home Huskies. Four receivers each direction, one back of each other. Flippin, breaks the tackle off the left side and is going to get maybe a yard, but nearly tackled in the backfield. Did a great job to break a arm tackle and just get what he could. They're actually going to say no gain. It'll be second down. 10:33 to go. Number 1 Banks hosting Sweet Home. 4 receivers set, 3 to the top side. Jamar Flippin, the lone back. Evans looks left, throws, underthrown, but caught by number 12, Tanner Shook, who number 2 quarterback. It'll be a gain of about 5 to the 39. It'll bring up third down and 5. No, they're going to say incomplete. So third down and 10. Braves again, a rough start after picking up that first down off the reception to Slifka, and we have movement or a timeout. Whistles blow. I think somebody was not set right. No flag on the play, though. I think they're just going to use this as an opportunity to instruct. I think maybe the ball might not have been marked correctly. Third down and 10. Evans again back to throw, straight drop. Looks, has some time, rolls, now steps up into the pocket. This one may come back, throws high over the head of Jacob Slifka, but I think this is going to be a holding penalty and will probably be declined, and the Braves will be forced to punt on fourth down. Holding is the indication. .10:06 to go, opening drive for the Banks Braves. They do at least get a first down on their opening possession compared to last week when they went negative 5 yards. Holding against the Braves will be called on Luis Rascon. Penalty will be declined. Fourth down. Back around his own 40. Now backing up closer to the 35, number 7, Ty Moore. Slifka to boot it away. Now back just inside his 30. Gets the kick away. 2 defenders coming after the football. And Ty Moore is able to slip a couple tackles. Gets up past midfield around the right side. And he's finally knocked out inside the Braves 35. And Sweet Home has pretty good field position to start their opening drive with 9:56 to go in the first quarter. So for Sweet Home, it'll be number 4, Aiden Tyler, the quarterback. 2-back set. 2 receivers, split each direction, 1 each side, and tackled and brought down in the backfield, back near the 40-yard line. Travis Thorpe was going to get dropped for a big loss. Loss of about 5, should bring up second down and 15. Actually, they're going to give him forward progress to the 37. Looked like it was even further back, closer to the 39, but it will be second down and long. Still second down and 15. .9:20 to go, clock moving. Tyler to throw, and it is overthrown, intended for number 9, Zach Lutmer, bracketed by Jamar Flippin, along with Jarrett Evans in coverage. Third down and long, 9:13 to go. Clock stops on the incompletion. Still no score. Number 1 Banks and Sweet Home. Third and long for Aiden Tyler and the Husky offense. Looks to throw again. Throws over the head of number 6, Braden Newport. Fourth down, and now Sweet Home has a decision to make from inside Braves territory. Jamar Flippin standing back at his own 10-yard line. Braves in punt fake punt formation with only 1 man back, and kick is nearly blocked, and Jamar Flippin, ooh, this is going to go out of bounds inside the 5, and the Braves are going to have a tough hole to dig out of as far as field position. 9:02 to go in the first quarter. Still no score as the Braves start their second possession of the game. First and 10 inside their own 5-yard line. .902 to go, opening quarter. Each team with 1 possession. Neither team able to score. Braves 1 first down on their opening drive. Sweet Home went backwards, and Evans hands it to Flippin and gets a little bit of a push up close to the 10.
Number 7, Jamar Flippin, with the ball carried up the middle.
Gain of 3 to about the 8. Second down and 7. Need to get to the 15 for a first down. Braves a much more prolific offense last year, with probably one of the most talented, athletically talented classes I've seen in any level. And Jamar Flippin, oh, that's a fake off the right side, and Evans is going to get thrown down in the backfield for a loss, and it's going to be third down for the Braves, deep in their own territory. Loss of about 2. It'll be third down. Actually, they're going to say no gain. Third down and still 7. Need to get to the 15 for a first down. Evans rolls left. Still looking. Throws it up. And it's caught by, I believe that's Jacob Slifka, who went up and got it for the first down. First and 10. Braves just doing whatever he can to keep from getting a safety, threw it up, and Jacob Slifka, one of the tallest players on the team, at 6'5", able to go up and get it for a first down up at the 26. Gain of 18 on 3rd down and 7. 7:20 to go. Braves with their second possession, trying to get out of the shadow of their own end zone. And Evans gives it to Flippin, has a hole, and he breaks a couple tackles, spins, and he is finally gets brought down just past midfield into Sweet Home territory. He did that last year at Sweet Home, taking his second carry as a varsity starter, or second carry as a varsity player. Did not start in the game, but took his second carry in that game, 75 yards to the house. He goes 25 yards on this play from the Braves 26 to the Husky 49, a gain of 25. Again, Flippin, the lone back type formation, give to Flippin, and able to push off a tackler, and has some room off the left side. He's going to get another first down inside the 40, close to the 35. 14 on the carry for another Braves first down at the Husky 36. Jamar Flippin will get a breather as he comes off the field. 2 carries for 38 yards off the last 2 plays for that young man, only a sophomore. Stiegemeyer will come in as the lone back. Evans will roll out to throw, rolls right, throws, caught, and it'll be a short gain. Will stay in bounds. Bryson Cook with the catch, listed as number 48 on the roster. They'll bring up 2nd down and 6 from the 20, or from the 33. Clock inside 6 minutes, 5:45, and continuing to move. Stiegemeyer again with Cook, the lone backs. Evans is going to get swarmed. Oh, no! He tried to break away and is going to get thrown back for even more lost yardage. Clear back to the 45, and that's what you don't want to do when you have a drive. Pretty promising drive going for the Braves on their second possession that started at their own 5. Now goes back for a loss of about 5 on, or loss of close to 10. It'll be 3rd down and 15. Evans back to throw. Looks, and it's going to be brought down back at the 45, and the Braves will have to punt. Jacob Slifka has a pretty good leg, probably one of the best in the state at any level, but would not expect him to be kicking here in this situation. It would be about a 60-yarder if he attempted one from here, and he will come in, but it will be to punt to number 7, Ty Moore. So, promising drive for the Braves ends as Jared Evans gets sacked on back-to-back plays. And low snap, and Slifka is going to keep it, throws, and he has a man open, and it is going to be a first down and a touchdown off a broken play. Jacob Slifka playing quarterback off of a low snap that was hiked into the ground, finds number 12, Tanner Shook, listed as one of the 2 possible starting quarterbacks on 4th and 18 from midfield. Tanner Shook goes the distance down the far sideline, and last week we talked about special teams defensively. This year, or this game tonight, it's kind of off of a fumbled snap, low snap. Jacob Slifka, unable to be brought down by the Sweet Home defense, finds Tanner Shook in the left flat. He able to break a couple tackles and get down the far sideline for the first score of the game. Tanner Shook off the improbable touchdown catch from Jacob Slifka, we told you earlier, the man can do everything. He can even play quarterback, apparently. 3:57 to go in the first quarter. It's now number 1 Banks 7 and Sweet Home nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this from Rob Edwards Insurance. And we're back. Jacob Slifka, another incredible play from him as he is able to find Tanner Shook off of a broken play on a 4th and long off of a muffed snap, or off of a poor snap that was hiked into the ground, was able to corral the loose ball, hold off a couple of Sweet Home defenders long enough to find Tanner Shook in the left flat, who raced down the far sideline in front of the Sweet Home bench to take it all the way to the house for the opening touchdown of tonight's game. Number 1 Banks 7, Sweet Home nothing. 3:57 to go in the opening quarter, and it is going to go out of bounds, and that will go as an illegal procedure penalty against the Braves at the 16, and Sweet Home will take over at their own 35. First and 10, 3:57 to go in the first quarter. Number 1 Banks 7. Sweet Home Huskies nothing.
First and 10 for the Huskies. Ball at the 35-yard line.
And Tyler rolls, throws, and it is caught wide open in the right flat, and that's going to be enough for a first down up to midfield and into Braves territory for number 9, Zach Lutmer, and ran out of bounds to the far side into the Sweet Home bench for first down. 3:50 to go, stops the clock. First and 10, Sweet Home from the Braves 48. And brought down back at midfield for a loss. Number 5, Travis Thorpe. It'll be second down at 12 for Sweet Home. Second down and 12 for the Huskies. And he's going to get tackled again in the backfield. Braves rush defense has come to play tonight. Number 22, Jackson Royer, not a player we've talked about in the pregame, but he also will get dropped for a loss. Looks like a loss of about 3, and it'll be third down and 15, but have to be careful for the arm of Aiden Tyler. And Tyler gets the throw away. It's going to be caught in the right flat off to the far side. Complete to Jasper Korn, but it'll be fourth down and long, and Sweet Home will have to punt. Stiegemeyer, the lone return man back.
Number 23, Marshall Stagmeyer back deep for the Braves.
Stiegemeyer stands back around his own 15. Kick is away and is going to bounce around way upfield, up around the 35, and be downed
The Huskies punt roll
just
dead.
inside the
Brave territory. Ball will
30-yard line,
at the 24-yard
or just inside the 25, and will be spotted at the 24. First and 10 for the Braves, third possession of the game. 2:13 to go in the opening quarter. 7-0. 7-0 lead off of an improbable broken play off of a fourth down punt attempt. And again, maybe a yard for Jamar Flippin. Sweet Home is going to work on trying to contain him now after they give up two big plays to him on consecutive rushes back on the last drive. Inside 2 minutes, number one Banks 7, Sweet Home nothing. Evans two backs with Cook and Flippin, and he's going to get the first down on the keeper, but a flag. And this will most likely come back on another hold. Holding against the Braves. Stops the clock, 1:27 left. Holding on Bryson Cook. They'll bring up second down, and it'll be third down. Holding penalty apparently occurred at the line of scrimmage, so they'll replay the down. It'll be second down and 20 for Evans and the Braves offense. Four receivers set, twin split each side. Evans looks to throw. Far side, Slifka's caught it. He's got a first down up near midfield, past the 45 to the 47, 48-yard line for a gain of 33 on second down and 20. Allows the Braves to pick up a first down close to midfield. Stops the clock, 1:18 to go. Ball at the Braves 48 after the 33-yard completion to Jacob Slifka. Shook and Cam Louie to the near side. Evans fakes it. No holding penalty this time. He breaks a tackle after initially getting the first down, and then he's going to pick up 10 extra yards off the far side and get out of bounds in front of the Sweet Home defense, or Sweet Home bench, and be finally brought down at the 30, gain of 22 on first and 10 from their own 48, or they're going to mark it at the 32. So a gain of 20 for Jared Evans on the quarterback keeper. Lone back again is, Flippin. Bryson Cook lined up at receiver. Flippin able to break a couple tackles. Gets outside, and nice job, though, just getting what he can on his own. Was trying to get to the outside, but will pick up about 5. It'll be second down and 5 from the 27, 28-yard line of Sweet Home. This will most likely be the final play of the quarter, as we're now at 20 seconds. Evans low snap, able to bring it down and fakes it. Oh, lost the football, and Sweet Home recovered. So a promising drive for the Braves here at the end of the first quarter ends in a turnover as Sweet Home able to knock the ball loose, and the Huskies able to come up with it with 8.8 seconds left, so they'll have a last play before the first quarter ends. Sweet Home with the football at their own 33. Aiden Tyler, the quarterback, 3 receivers to the far side, throws out that direction. Too high, intended for
Number 4, Tyler's pass, intended for
Jasper Korn, incomplete. That took only about 3 seconds, so still 5.7 on the clock for the first quarter. Number 1 Banks 7, Sweet Home nothing. Really the only threat coming from Sweet Home's offense has been their receiving core. Braves have held Sweet Home to negative yards rushing. Second down and 10. 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Aiden Tyler, the quarterback, lone back. Straight drop back to throw. Looks, throws, and it is intercepted. I knew it was going to be too high. Pass intended for number 14, Peyton Ulrich. Threw it way beyond him and making the easy INT, Jamar Flippin, the sophomore star of the Braves running game tonight, and that'll end the first quarter after 1. Number 1 Banks 7. Sweet Home nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this from RT Vinyl Designs.
RT Vinyl Designs of Forest Grove is the official vinyl provider of Westside Mobile Media. RT Vinyl Designs of Forest Grove is your home for jackets, t-shirts, hoodies, window decal, mugs, glassware, ornaments, and more. To order your next custom vinyl product from RT Vinyl, call 503-217-4590 or search RT Vinyl Designs online. That's 503-217-4590. RT Vinyl Design.
stops the clock. 10 minutes exactly. Pass caught by Slifka in the backfield on a screenplay. He'll get a few inside the 20 or inside the 45 to the 43. It'll be a gain of 4, 3rd and 6 from the 43. Ball on the near side. Slifka the lone back that direction. Shook and Louie to the far side along with Jackson Walker for receiver set. Evans straight drop. Looks, throws. Short pass to Stiegemeyer. Has some hole. Has a couple of holes. Has a first down. Finally pushed out. Inside the 30 will be another Braves first down with 9:10 to go. Screen pass to Stiegemeyer. First and 10 for the Braves, all the way actually inside the 25 to the 23, a gain of 20 on 3rd and short. 9:10 to go in the first half. Number 1 Banks leading Sweet Home 7-0. Stiegemeyer again. He breaks a couple of tackles on the give, and Cole closes in a hurry. He's going to get to the 20, gain of about 3, and that'll be it. 2nd down and 7. Clock continues to move inside 9 minutes. Slifka and Shook near side. Stiegemeyer the lone back. Walker and Louie split far side. Evans is going to keep it, and he's got a big hole. Hurdles a defender, finally brought down at the 10. Tried to hurdle a defender, but able to bring him down by his shoestring. It will be enough for a first down. 1st and goal for the Braves. Well, apparently will not be first and 10, not 1st and goal. Braves can get a first down at the 1. Evans again with Stiegemeyer. Walker the lone receiver to the near side. 4 receivers set again. Throws it up. Pass caught. Touchdown Jacob Slifka. 10 yards out. 7:58 to go in the first half. Banks now on top 13-0 after Jacob Slifka now with a touchdown throwing and a touchdown catching. Puts the Braves up 2 scores. We'll keep it here as we wait for the extra point. Jacob Slifka will kick the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. So with 7:58 to go in the first half, now number 1 Banks 14, Sweet Home 0. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with this from Edwards Realty Trust.
Are you looking for that dream home you've always wanted? When you partner with Edwards Realty Trust, your goal of becoming a homeowner becomes our number 1 goal. We make it happen by providing unmatched and exceptional service throughout every step of the home buying process. Give us a call today at 503-939-6053 or visit us online at edwardsrealtytrust.com. Let us help you get that dream home you've always wanted.
And we're back. Braves now up 14-0 after the 10-yard touchdown pass from Jared Evans to Jacob Slifka. And kick is away, and initially losing it, number 11. Owen Towery, but able to swallow it up and just falls on it at the 25.
Right on the 25-yard line. Huskies have a first
And Aiden Tyler, we're going to have movement, and Bryson Cook is going to get called for offsides, I think.
penalty marker on the play.
Unless he was drawn off, and no, offsides, Bryson Cook.
After the penalty, that gives the Huskies a first down and 5.
Aiden Tyler on first and 5, fumble! And I'm not sure who has it. And indication is Braves football. And Banks has recovered after Sweet Home fumbles for their, gives the ball back on back-to-back drives. Braves now back in business. First and 10 from the Sweet Home 26. Again, 4 receivers set, flipping the lone back. Evans to throw into the backfield, far side to Jackson Walker. Makes a couple of men miss, but is able to get into the... And there's a late flag, and this may be against Sweet Home. Screen pass that initially looked like it was going to be for no gain. Caught in the backfield and just able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officials are meeting to discuss the hanky. And now they're going to say no flag, so second down and 10. Clock stops, 7:43 first half. Number 1 Banks 14, Sweet Home nothing.
After Walker's completion, Braves have a second down.
Slivka and Shook spread out wide to the near side. Tight formation to the right. Now Shook spreads out, and I think we have a timeout. Whistles blow. Now they're going to move the first down marker. They're going to say it's actually a gain of about 3 where they spot the ball. So second down and 7 from the 23. Evans throws out of the backfield to flip it. Here we go. And he spins, makes a couple men miss, and is going to get close to the first down. With the speed, able to make a couple men miss, spin, and break out of a couple more tacklers, spin away from a couple more tacklers. Will be a Braves first down. Ball will be marked at the 14. First and 10. Braves with excellent field position to start the drive inside the Sweet Home 30 following the fumble. Evans rolls right. Still looking. Throws a bullet caught. And Evans Shook pass is going to be a close to a first down, but did not get in the end zone. It'll be second down and short. Inside 7 minutes, number 1 Banks 14, Sweet Home nothing. Looks like the Braves are going to bounce back offensively after last week's performance against Gladstone. Still got the win, but not quite putting up the points in bunches like last year. Evans a gift to Flippin. He will walk in. Touchdown, Banks Braves. 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. From 4 yards out, touchdown, Jamar Flippin. His first of the night. And now with 6.5 minutes to go in the first half, it's number one Banks 20, Sweet Home nothing. Shook to hold. Slifko, well, now we have movement, and flags thrown. Offside, Sweet Home. So they're going to replay the down. Instead of marking it at 2, it will be marked half the distance to the goal. So just a 1-yard penalty. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. So 6.5 minutes left in the first half. Number one Banks 21, bouncing back in a big way after last week. They're ramping up the offense, already matching last week's point total in the win over Gladstone. 6:30 to go in the first half. It's now number one Banks 21, Sweet Home nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this from Sports Outreach Northwest.
Sports Outreach Northwest is a faith-based organization that uses sports to teach young people about the gospel of Jesus Christ. Their free one-day clinics in football, soccer, and basketball, and for a small fee, their 4-day elite camps in wrestling and basketball and their raft trip help use sports to spread the gospel. For more information about Sports Outreach Northwest, contact Eric at sportsoutreachnw.com. or call 503-577-1427.
Gain of about 7 for Aiden Tyler on the first carry on the first play off for Sweet Home on the possession following the Braves touchdown from Jamar Flippin. 2nd down and 3. Again, 4 receivers set, and Tyler's going to keep it again, and initially looked like he had the first down, but got hit and knocked back just as he reached the sticks. But official to the far side, I think, is indicating first down. No, it's going to be 2nd down, or 3rd down and short. So a big play for the Braves defense. Are they going to bring in the sticks? No, the 3rd down marker is right at, now they do say it is a Sweet Home first down. Was really surprised that they would say would be short with that down. Marker right at the stick. Tyler out of shotgun. Gives and brought down immediately for no gain. Number 20, Gavin Nichols. 4.5 minutes first half. Number 1 Banks 21-0. Jacob Slifka, a 48-yard touchdown pass to Tanner Shook to open the scoring. Caught a 10-yard pass off of a throw from quarterback Jared Evans, and then Jamar flipping from 4 yards out on short field after the Sweet Home fumble on the Huskies' last possession. Tyler back to throw, straight drop, still looks, throws deep far side and overthrows. Looks like number 9 intended for Zach Lutmer. Just under 4 minutes on the incompletion, 3:59 to go. Number 1 Banks leading. Sweet Home 21-0 brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Huskies. Tyler. Again, 4 receiver set, 3 to the top. 1 receiver to the bottom is Cole Baxter. And looks left, now steps up into the hole and has some room, slides well short of the first down though. Not sure what he was thinking there. Slides at the 40, needed to get up close to the 44 for a first down. Sweet Home will have to punt. Clock continuing to move, 3:40 to go in the first half. And Sweet Home's defense Sweet Home's kicking team will come onto the field with Stiegemeyer back, the lone return man. The Braves standing back around his own 29. Kick is away and will be kicked away from Stiegemeyer to the near side and bounce. Flag and is going to stay in bounds. But the flag came well before the play, and I think it's going to go against Sweet Home. Flag thrown up around the 40. They're pointing towards the Braves, though. And Banks backing up. Holding against the Braves. So that's going to be half the distance to the goal, and we'll back the Braves up to their No, they're going to say holding Sweet Home. They pointed that the hold was at Sweet Home, but they're it's the Braves that are backed up deep in their own territory. Ball will be marked. At the 7, actually the 6-yard line. And give to Slifka quickly down the near sideline and breaks a tackle. Gets a first down up past the 25, close to the 30. First down to get the Braves out of a big hole, out of the shadow of their own end zone. Gain of 22 on 1st and 10 from their own 6. Gets the Braves a first down up to their own 28. Flipping the lone back, 2 receivers split far on the far side. Snap is over the head of Evans, and now just has to get rid of it. Is going to get back, thrown down all the way back at his own 5-yard line. So and he's a little slow to get up. Ooh. Favoring his right ankle. You might see Tanner Shook. 2:00. Clock continuing to move 2 minutes. Luckily for the Braves, not much time left on the clock. And now Jared Evans is going to go down. Taking a look at his left ankle. Thrown down pretty violently on that sack on the snap that was well over his head. Tried to do what he could to try to get it to a receiver despite having the ball back near his own end zone, but had nobody open, did not want to compound the faux pas, and it will be second down and about 30 for the Braves, as Evans is now going to come off under his own power, but Tanner Shook will have to commit a quarterback. Braves still have all 3 timeouts. 2:01 left in the first half. 21-0 Braves.
Ball spotted at the 8-yard line. Braves have a second down and long.
Second down and 30 from their own 8. Shook, high snap, able to bring it down, keeps it up the middle, makes a couple moves, has some room, and is going to get a first down. And it will finally be brought down. Well, it'll be close to the first down, maybe about a yard short, but on second down and 30, the Braves, it is a first down. One official to the near side indicating first down Braves. Tanner Shook, gain of 30 on a quarterback keeper after the injury to Jared Evans. We thought we might see both quarterbacks this year. Again, high snap, but able to bring it down. Pass is thrown, bobbled, almost caught by Bryson Cook, but falls incomplete. Second down and 10 from the Braves' own 38, and Banks will be lucky, I think, to go in at halftime here, up 3 scores at 21-0. Second down and 10, 1:35 to go in the first half. On Friday the 13th, one might expect a couple strange plays, and that was how we opened scoring after a muffed punt attempt from the Braves, hiking the ball into the ground. Slifka able to corral it and find Tanner Shook for a 48-yard touchdown pass. This time Shook will get out of bounds. Back around his own 45. It will be a loss of about 3, and they'll bring up third down and long. And now Sweet Home may want to think about using their timeouts, but the Braves actually helped them on that play as Shook ran out of bounds to the near side to avoid the sack. Third down and 14 from the 35. Need to get to the 49 for first down. Braves have been pretty successful on third downs, though, tonight. Shook out of shotgun, looks to throw, and it is caught by Slipska. First down inside the Sweet Home 35. That'll stop the clock with 1:19 left. So from the Braves 35 to the Sweet Home 33, a gain of 32 on the play. Off the pass from Shook to Slifka. Shook will stay in, rolls right, throws, underthrown, and they're going to say it's a catch. Pass complete to Jackson Walker. Timeout called. 59.7 seconds left. Braves call their first timeout. We'll go ahead and take one, too. 59.7 seconds to go in the first half. Number 1 Banks 21, Sweet Home nothing. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this from Westside Mobile Media.
Westside Mobile Media is proud to be in their 5th year broadcasting Banks Athletics. We've brought championship seasons in football, volleyball, boys basketball, baseball, and softball. Since 2015, we've had over 40,000 interactions worldwide with fans following our broadcasts. That could mean a big boost to your customer base. For more information on how to advertise, contact us at 971-330-8122 or email westsidemobilemedia@gmail.com.
And we're back. I think official a little late on the call that time as the Braves come back from timeout and indicate timeout, or did they call another timeout? Sweet Home is heading to the bench. Did Sweet Home call a timeout? Apparently Braves calling their second timeout before even snapping the football. Apparently did not have the right formation, so that may come back to haunt them with under a minute left, driving inside the Sweet Home 25, ball marked at the 23. Second down and 10. Walker and Slifka split out wide to the near side. Tight formation with Flip in the lone back to the right of Shook. Two receivers to the top, in tight again, another high snap. Shook able to bring it down and throws it. Caught coming back for Jackson Walker, but caught. A gain of 8 on another broken play that the Braves are able to pick up 8 yards. 8 yards. Third down and 3. Need to get to the 22 to pick up a first down. Nearing 30 seconds, Shook rolls right, throws, flag on the play. Walker sidesteps the far sideline, but may we have another hold, and I think that's what they're going to call. Unless it's pass interference, Sweet Home. Illegal receiver. Stops the clock, 29 seconds left. Now we'll bring up third down and long. Bryson Cook, a rolled ineligible receiver, covered up on the play. Well, 5-yard penalty will bring up third down and 8. Or third down and 7, need to get to the 23 for a first down. Again, flipping the lone back, 4 receivers. Straight drop. Throws. Has Slifka wide open. And he's going to be down inside the 5. Timeout Banks. 15 seconds left. On third and 7 from the 30. First and 10, or first and goal at the, looks like about the 3, maybe the 4-yard line. 15 seconds left. We'll keep things here. We've already gotten through our sponsor commercial rotation once, and we'll add to that we'll get to that with our next sponsor with Susie Jurgensen, our halftime sponsor. First and goal inside the 5 for the Braves. Shook in at quarterback for the injured Jared Evans. High snap again, able to bring it down and flip it. Oh, he kept it himself. Touchdown. Tanner Shook. Beautiful fake. Sweet Home bought on it all the way, almost too good. Flippin was a little slow to get up. And touchdown. Tanner Shook from 4 yards out on the option keeper. .6 seconds left in the first half. Snap down, kick is up, and it is good. 10.6 seconds to go in the first half. Now number 1 Banks 28, opening up, scoring in a big way in the second quarter, outscoring Sweet Home 21-0. It's now Banks 28, Sweet Home nothing. We'll keep things here as we'll be going to halftime in just a moment. .6 seconds left. Tanner Shook on the 4-yard option keeper from off the fake to Jamar Flippin. Back for Sweet Home, number 3, Cade Gasky, and number 20, Gavin Nichols. Kick is away and will be taken at the 25 and go down up at the 35. Returned by Owen Towery. 5 seconds left. Sweet Home will have one play to most likely just take a knee and going at halftime down 4 scores. Sweet Home with 2 backs, 3 receivers set. High snap brings it down immediately off the get. Fumble! And Braves recover. And that'll do it for the first half, ending on a turnover at the 36-yard line. Braves pitching a shutout in the first half. At halftime, number 1 Banks 28, Sweet Home nothing. We'll be back with the Susie Jurgensen halftime show in 1 minute.
Susie Jurgensen Welcome Home Realty offers services in residential home sales and specializes in rural property. Susie has experience working with first-time buyers to investors. For more information, visit susiejurgensen@gmail.com or email, or contact her Facebook page or visit her website, susiejurgensen.com. or call 503-679-9406. That's 503-679-9406. Susie Jurgensen, Welcome Home Realty.
Jim's Thriftway is a historic member of the Banks community. They've been a longtime supporter of Banks Youth Athletics and are proud to sponsor BHS broadcasts. Check out their deli with delicious hot food like fried chicken, corn dogs, and chicken wings. Get a custom-made cake at their in-store bakery. They also have a wide variety of farm-fresh fruits and vegetables in their produce department. In the spring and summer, stop by and get delicious barbecue on Fridays and Saturdays. Jim's Thriftway at the corner of Highways 6 and 47 and online at jimsthriftway.com. Proud to be locally owned and operated.
Taking a look at first half scoring drives, it was Jacob Slivka. We knew he could kick. We knew he could catch. But what we didn't know probably is apparently throw, too. Hooked up with Tanner Shook on a 48-yard pass play on a muffed snap on a punt that went about 2 yards short of Jacob, who was waiting back for the kick. Offensive line bought him some time, and he was able to find Tanner Shook after breaking a couple of tackles on what should have been Sweet Home football on the muffed punt. But instead, Jacob Slivka turns it into a 48-yard touchdown pass to Tanner Shook for the first score of the game. Then it was Slivka hooking up with quarterback Jared Evans, quarterback at the time, for a 10-yard touchdown reception early second quarter to make the score 14-0. Jamar Flippin got the receiving core some love midway through the quarter with a 4-yard touchdown run to put the Braves up 21-0. And then after Jared Evans left on the last drive of the first half on an apparent ankle injury, Tanner Shook moves over to play quarterback as we expected he would last week, play some at under center as well. He leads the Braves 92 yards down the field and eventually scores on a 4-yard keeper on off of a beautiful fake to Jamar Flippin to put the Braves up 28-0 with 5 seconds left before halftime. At the break, it's number 1 Banks 28, Sweet Home nothing. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back and hopefully have a look at the Lori Godfrey Group scoreboard. You're listening to the Susie Jurgensen Welcome Home Realty Halftime Show on SHNSports.com/Westside, presented by Jim's Thriftway.
This 5,000 square foot commercial in St. Helens, featured by the Lori Godfrey Group of Beaverton, includes 1,250 feet of modern office space and a 7.5 horsepower wind tunnel used in Bitcoin mining. It's fully powered for industrial needs with a 480 volt to 240 volt three-phase transformer and a 250 amp 1 volt three-phase panel. For more information, call 503-989-3115. 503-989-3115. The Lori Godfrey Group.
Other games going on around the state. First, starting with District 1, or the Coapa League, which Banks is a member of. Astoria is at Staten. Malala at Estacada. Valley Catholic of Beaverton is at Sisters. Tillamook hosting McLaughlin Griswold of Milton Freewater. about halfway between the Dalles and Pendleton. And number 3, Marist Catholic of Eugene, is at number 9, Seaside, last year's state runner-up. Last week, Seaside falling 14-7 at Henley, and Marist blowing out these same Sweet Home Huskies 55-13. Banks will be at Marist Catholic of Eugene next week in what should be the game of the week. Again, apologize, no scores have been reported as of yet, or at least not have been released by OregonLive.com. We may have to wait until after tonight. We will release those scores on Westside Mobile Media's Facebook page if you want to follow those. Other games around the state as we continue to look at the Lori Godfrey Group scoreboard. Baker is at Homedale of Idaho, Ontario at 3A Vale. Number 2, LeGrand at the Dells. Number 5, Gladstone, a loser here last week, 21-6, is at number 10, Marshfield of Coos Bay. Junction City at Woodburn, who fell out of the top 10 last week, losing at North Valley of Grants Pass. North Valley hosting Elmira. Crook County of Prineville is at Cottage Grove. 3A Siuslaw Florence is at Philomath. Newport at Phoenix. 3A Cascade Christian of Medford travels over the mountains to take on Klamath Union. Number 6, Cascade of Turner Almsville is at number 4, Mazama of Klamath Falls. And number 8, North Marion is at number 7, Henley of Klamath Falls. That game will be played tomorrow due to the distance North Marion will have to travel. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back. Hopefully do what we can to still bring you some scores if we can find any available. Here at our game at halftime, it's number 1 Banks 28, Sweet Home nothing. You're listening to Banks Braves football on SHNsports.com/Westside. It's the Susie Jurgensen halftime show and Banks High School Athletics presented by Jim's Thriftway.
Thinking about buying or selling a home? Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty, will help you with your real estate needs. Call 503-313-0748 or email Sarah at sarahhesselman.com. Serving your community daily and proud to support the starting lineup of your Banks Braves. Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty. Call 503-313-0748.
Rankings are important numbers in determining Oregon high school playoffs. So are rankings when choosing a lender to help you with purchasing or refinancing your home. Our local community home loan expert, Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans, is ready to help you win the day. Call Christy today for all of your home loan needs at 503-327-5302 or caliberhomeloans.com/kvanmeter. Christy Van Meter, NMLS number 1700271, state licensed in Oregon, an equal housing lender. All products are subject to credit and property approval.
Able to find a couple of scores courtesy of Twitter. Valley Catholic reporting that at the half it's Valiant's leading Sisters 14-6. End of the half, or 9:41 to go in the game. That game started an hour earlier due to mountain time. 35-30 the score. Ontario, I think, leading Vale, does not say who has the lead, just 35-30 the score. Still trying to, at the half, Cascade trails Mazama 15-6. Braves coming back onto the field inside 2.5 minutes left before the start of the third quarter. Well, that's all the scores we have Update from Klamath. Cascade Christian leading Klamath Union 22-21. 3A score, big lead for Klatskanai over Highline of Washington, 53-20. Another score to report, no, from 6A, Lake Oswego leading Jesuit 24-14 at halftime. Sweet Home will get the football first to start the second half. Not sure it matters much the way they played that first half. I think they had more turnovers than first downs. Banks, winners of 12 straight, looks like that will continue to 13 on Friday, September 13th. And yes, there is a full moon tonight. Started out with a crazy play. Friday the 13th, wouldn't really expect anything less. 48-yard touchdown pass on a broken play on a muffed punt from Jacob Slifka to Tanner Shook. And it was Jacob hooking up on the receiving end on a 10-yard touchdown pass from Jared Evans. Evans had to come out late in the first half due to an apparent ankle injury, but was able to lead the Braves on their third scoring drive of the game, a 4-yard run from Jamar Flippin to put the Braves up 21-0, and then with 5 seconds left in the half, Tanner Shook, who came in to replace Evans, with a 4-yard run on a quarterback keeper off the fake to Jamar Flippin to put the Braves up 28-0 as they put 3 minutes back on the clock here at Banks High School. Number one, Banks already exceeding their point total from last week in the win over Gladstone. Again, want to apologize. Oregon Live does not have any scores up on their webpage. No scores have been updated by the state's largest newspaper. Not sure if there's scores. Not sure if there's just no scores coming in or having the issues with their online scoreboard on OregonLive.com. But we apologize. We do not have more scores to give you. The scores that we were able to find earlier, all reported from other sports media around the state. Sweet Home is already on the field, ready to receive the kick to open the second half. 28-0 Braves lead. Bit of a surprise, 5A Thurston leading last year's state runner-up Sheldon 20-3. Sheldon last year's 6A state runner-up. Cascade Christian has added another touchdown to go up 28-21 over Klamath. And we're back to resume play as we kick off the third quarter, second half, and gets up past the 25, close to the 30-yard line. The ball carrier, number 3, Kate Gasky on the return. 11:54 to go, third quarter, just underway in the second half. Number 1 Banks 28, Sweet Home nothing.
Huskies will start their drive at the 29-yard line with a 1st and
10. Hayden Tyler looks to throw, and it is caught for first down into Braves territory. Catch made by number 8, Colby Burning. Or no, that's Braves roster. Number 8, Cole Baxter on the reception. Cam Louie in coverage. 1st and 10, Sweet Home from their own, or from the Braves 47. Tyler again the lone, will stay in at quarterback and brought down in the backfield on a screenplay intended for Zach Lubmer. Catch made, but is going to be tackled back into Husky territory at their own 48. A loss of 4 will bring up 2nd down and 14. A little bit of a light breeze. Things starting to cool down as we start to kick into fall gear. Tyler back to throw and overthrows the intended receiver. Looks like number 1, Jasper Korn. Tanner Shook in tight coverage. Stops the clock on the incompletion, 10:43. 3rd down and 14 from the Husky 48. 3 receivers in tight to the near side. Back to throw, gets away, throws on the run, and should have been caught. Would have been a first down to Jasper Korn, but a little too high, slips through his fingertips and goes out of bounds, incomplete. Braves will get the ball back following the Sweet Home punt from midfield.
Number 23, Marshall Stagmeier, deep for the Braves. And number 14, Peyton Ulrich, back kick.
Stiegemeyer back around his own 23. And kick is away and will be... Oh, fumble! And Sweet Home got it and is going to be tackled down around the Braves 10. Stiegemeyer tried to run with it before he made the catch and lost the football. And Sweet Home now with the turnover and a chance to score quickly with very short field. The Braves coughing the ball up inside their own 20. First and 10 from I think we're going to have an official's timeout to make sure the ball is spotted correctly. Marshall Stiegemeyer fumbles the punt from Sweet Home on the opening drive of the third quarter. Clock stops, officials timeout, 10:26 to go. Third quarter. They're going to mark the ball at the
Point was recovered by the kicking team. They cannot advance the ball. Brought back. First down.
They're going to mark the ball back at the 18, where the ball was first recovered by Sweet Home. The Sweet Home defender who recovered the fumble tried to advance it, but that is not possible or legal to do on a fumble recovery, and give up the middle. Big push from Sweet Home, gets a couple extra yards. Will bring up second down and 5 from the 13. Ten minutes to go, third quarter. Number 1 Banks 28, Sweet Home nothing. Sweet Home slow coming to the line. 4 receivers set, high snap to Tyler. Pass is thrown up and caught back corner of the end zone. No, they're going to say incomplete.
Number 4, Aiden Tyler's pass attempt incomplete. Defended by number 12,
Tanner Shook in coverage, could not read the number on the intended receiver. Will bring up third down and 5 from the Sweet Home, or from the Braves. Looks like 14. High snap, but Tyler able to bring it down. Pass is thrown, caught, touchdown, Sweet Home. Looks like number 9, Zach Lutmer, with the first touchdown for Sweet Home, puts the Huskies on the board. 9:29 to go in the third quarter. Number 1 Banks 28, Sweet Home 7, or 28-6. Owen Towery to attempt the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. 9:29 to go in the third quarter. Number 1 Banks 28. Sweet Home 7. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this. You're listening to Banks Braves High School Athletics, presented by Jim's Thriftway, powered by SHN Sports. Be sure to click on the subscribe button underneath the viewing window to subscribe to SHN Sports. Helps us get more followers. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Forest Grove Sandwich and Forest Grove Coffee Company are both proud to sponsor Banks Braves athletic broadcasts. Mention this ad and save $1 off your next delicious sandwich or beverage, both located at 1821 Main Street in Forest Grove. Forest Grove Sandwich, call 503-407-1824, and Forest Grove Coffee, call 503-707-0385. Proud to sponsor Banks Braves broadcasts.
Jamar flipping on the return after Sweet Home scored from 14 yards out after the pass from Aiden Tyler to Zach Lutmer. Puts Sweet Home on the board 28-7, 9:21 to go.
Braves will have a first and 10.
in the third quarter. And Shook hit as he throws and passes.
Number 12, Tanner Shook.
Dropped by Jackson Walker, incomplete, second down.
Second down and 10 for the Braves.
.9:18 to go, clock stops on the incompletion. Lone back is Stiegemeyer, 4 receivers set, 3 to the top. And Shook the pass, thrown, caught. Jackson Walker's off to the races, tripped up at the 45, but a Braves first down into Husky territory. And he's going to come off the field with stretching out his right foot. Bryson Cook will come in, so most likely an extra back. Braves will go with a 2-back set with Stiegemeyer and Shook offset. Cook, not Shook. Shook in a quarterback to give to Stiegemeyer. Has some room. He's going to get a first down and more up close to the 30-yard line. It will be a first down, Braves to the 32. Clock nearing 8.5 minutes, 28-7. After Sweet Home scored on their second possession of the game, which came rather quickly after Stiegemeyer fumbled the punt from Sweet Home on the opening drive of the second half. And flipping now in, and the pass thrown out to Cam Louie, breaks a tackle down the far sideline and gets out of bounds, close to another first down for the Braves.
Pass complete to number 20, Cam Louie. First down yardage, out in.
Original line of scrimmage was the 32. Gain of 12 to the 20. First and 10 for the Braves as they near the red zone. Touchdown pass for Jacob Slifka to Tanner Shook. Touchdown reception from Jared Evans to Jacob Slifka. And then rushing touchdowns for Jamar Flippin and Tanner Shook, scoring for the Braves. The scoring drives for the Braves in the first half. Flippin moves to the left of Shook, now rolls left and throws, pass short, caught, out of bounds, and to Cam Louie near side. Able to get a little something out of nothing. Will be a gain short of the first down, but a good pickup of about 6 will bring up second down and 4 from, well, gain of 5 from the to the 15. Louie and Slifka split out to the far side. Pass. Fake handoff. Tried to get a little slip play inside to Cam Louie, and pass is thrown incomplete. It'll bring up third down at 5. Braves will go with 4 receivers set. Slifka and Walker to the top. Flipping to the left. Slifka pass thrown, nearly caught, but thrown slightly behind Slifka. Will bring up fourth down, and now Slifka will, I'm sure, come on to try to attempt a field goal to add to the Braves' lead. Slivka staying on the field. And they will bring in the kicking tee. From the near hash mark. Looks like it will be about a 31-yard field goal attempt from the near side. Ball marked. A movement and able to get the snap down. Kick is up and it is no good. Wide to the right apparently. So Sweet Home holds. 7:43 to go in the third quarter. Sweet Home takes over on downs from the Braves 20-yard line. Still number 1 Banks 28, Huskies 7. Offense has picked it up a little bit this week against a much weaker defense that allowed 55 last week to Marist. Braves are probably not going to get away with this type of play, though, next week, as they travel to the number 3 Spartans, and give up the middle is a big gain for number 20, Gavin Nichols. .7:15 to go, second down and 3. Four receivers set for Sweet Home. Hard to read the numbers. Tyler's going to keep it and get the first down and get hit out of bounds up at the 35. First and 10 for Sweet Home. 28-7, number 1 Banks leading Sweet Home. Banks looking for their 13th straight win, dating back to last season. Lost the opening game 35-28 at Gladstone last year, and since then has not lost, including a victory in last year's state title game over District 1 or Coapa League rival Seaside, 31-20. Tyler will keep back to throw. Pass is deflected, and it will bring up second down and 10 from the 35. Second down and 10. 6:29 to go, third quarter. Number 1 Banks 28, Sweet Home 7. Three receivers set in tight to the near side for Sweet Home. Tyler back to throw over the middle, intercepted right into the hands, sliding and making the grab. Jackson Walker. Braves well underthrown. Braves will take over after the Sweet Home turnover inside Husky territory at the Sweet Home 47. 48-yard line. First and 10 Braves in Husky territory. And first play after the turnover, Shook. Looks, now will keep it and get out of bounds. Good gain of about 6 or 7 yards near side, up close to the 40 of Sweet Home. Second down and short. Gain of 6. Bring up second down and 4 from the 42. Need to get to the 38 for first down. Tight formation near side. Lone receiver is Slifka. Give to Flip, and he's got a big hole, and he is finally brought down inside the 10-yard line. Breakout performance for Jamar Flippin tonight. That carry gives the Braves first and goal from the 9, a gain of 33 on the carry on 2nd and 4. Shook is going to roll right, throws over the head, intended for Jackson Walker. Cam Louie. Yeah, it is Jackson Walker. 3 and 20 both in the area. Incompletion stops the clock. 5:54 left, third quarter. Second and goal for the Braves from the Husky 9. Pass thrown out to the left flat, caught and brought down
Number 12, Tanner Stokes,
by
pass complete to number 3, Jackson Walker.
Jackson Walker on the catch.
Gain of a yard on the play.
Stiegemeyer will come in at running back. Third down and goal from the 8. Just a 1-yard reception on the pass to Jackson Walker. Shook rolls right and is being chased. Gets a block and it's intercepted. And again, after having a short field, the Braves are unable to score, and a late flag.
Number 12, pass was intercepted. Flag on the play. The interception was by number 7,
Ty Moore making the interception for Sweet Home. Personal foul on Tanner Shook will give the Huskies another 15 yards. First and 10 Huskies from the Braves 25 after the 15-yard personal foul call against Tanner Shook.
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I do not see Jared Evans on the Braves sideline. Had an ankle injury late first half. High snap, able to bring it down. Aiden Tyler rolls left, throws too high, intended for,
Number 4, Aiden Tyler.
I believe, number 9, Zach Lutmer.
Second down and 10 for the Huskies.
Second down and 10 for the Huskies. Second down for Sweet Home. Tyler rolls left, throws out of the backfield, incomplete.
Number 4, Tyler's pass incomplete. Intended for number 5.
Again, intended for And it looks like it's intended for number 5, Travis Thorpe, incomplete, 3rd down and 10. Tyler out of shotgun, will roll right again, look to throw, and he's going to keep it and get out of bounds, but again, short of the first down. Gain of about 5 will bring up 4th and 5 from the 30, from the 30-yard line. Flipping back at his own 40-yard line. Braves defense again bailing out the Braves on several occasions, especially here in the third quarter on a couple of turnovers. And it's going to bounce and go upfield and be down by Sweet Home at the Huskies, at the Braves 48. So excellent field position for the Braves following the short punt. 4:49 to go in the third quarter. Still number 1 Banks 28, Sweet Home 7. Shook with 2 backs, Flippin and Cook. Louis to the near side. 3 receivers. Hands it off to Flippin and reaches back to try to make sure he had the football, and will allow some Sweet Home defenders to come in and stand him up, and that'll be a loss back to the 40. Apparently, original line of scrimmage was the 43. It looked further upfield. They must have marked it back 5 yards. 4:12 to go, third quarter. Sweet Home the only scoring so far in the second half. Shook. High snap, but able to bring it down. Still looking. We're going to get a flag and probably another hold. And he'll just run out of bounds. Holding against the Braves. And now it's 3rd down and a Jacob Slifka Hail Mary. As he was able to complete on the Braves' first scoring drive, but as good as the Braves looked offensively in the first half, they've looked anemic here in the third quarter. Third down and 24 from their own 30. Shook back to throw. Still looking. Throws one deep downfield. And pass is broken up beautifully by number 1, Jasper Korn. 4th down for the Braves. And Banks again will go for an out. Jared Evans back on the field, but has his helmet off. His night is likely done. Slifka able to bring it down. Ball will take a high bounce and die out of bounds inside the Sweet Home 45 and be down at the go out of bounds at the 43. 3:27 to go, third quarter. Sweet Home not out of it by any means. Hayden Tyler and the Sweet Home offense, 4 receivers. The give and will be swallowed up back at the 40, a loss of 3. Good job by the Braves. Rush defense once again. Gavin Nichols on the carry will be dropped in the backfield by a host of Braves tacklers. Second down and 13.
Loss of 3 on the play brings up a second down and 13.
Four receivers for Sweet Home. Tyler will roll right and is going to keep it. Slips a tackle and will get to the line of scrimmage and a late flag.
Tackle by number Number 4, Tyler's pass complete to number 9.
And the give to
3, Jackson Walker. Number 7, Jamar.
number 9, Zach Lubmer. Jackson Walker in on the tackle on the short pass gain of about 5.
Ellis with the tackle.
High snap. Tyler able to bring it down. Catch is made, but hit immediately, and then trying to does get away down the near far sideline. All the way up to the close to the Braves 30. Stops the clock, first down, 7:38 to go.
First and 10 for the Huskies.
And back to throw. Tyler has a man down there. Caught. Touchdown, Sweet Home. 7:17 to go in the game. Sweet Home now within 2 scores. 35-20. Waiting on the extra points. Banks had a 28-7 lead at halftime. And the extra point attempt is no good. So 7:17 to go in the fourth quarter. Number 130, Banks 35, Sweet Home 20.
7, Jamar Flippin back deep for the Braves. Number 11, Owen Towers of the Huskies set to kick it away.
Kick is away from Jamar Flippin. Able to pick it up and be brought down, swarmed under at the
Jamar Flippin with the
the
return.
18. 7:11 to go.
Here's the 73-yard
Braves will
first and 10.
just try to run out the clock and hold on to the football and
7 minutes remaining in the half.
sneak out with a win.
Allotment of timeouts to both teams. Braves lead 35 to 20.
And they give to Stiegemeyer, and another flag.
Number 23, Marshall Stagemeyer with the rush. Gain of 9. Flag on the play.
Holy, number 72, 10 yards from the previous spot, and 2 first downs. Correction, half the distance, 2 first downs.
(35-14) after the holding penalty marks the football inside the 10. And Tanner Shook will stay in at quarterback and takes a big hit, then gets rolled over on, and no flag.
Number 12, Tanner Shook with the ball carry. Gain of 5 on the play.
Gain of 5. Clock continues to move inside 6.5 minutes.
Second down and 16 for the Braves. Ball spotted at the 12-yard line.
Shook out of shotgun. Will give Stiegemeyer with a big carry and a first down the near sideline. Up past midfield. Finally spins down the near sideline. Finally steps out at the 40 inside Sweet Home territory. And that should just about wrap it up.
First and 10, ball at the 41-yard line of the Huskies.
(35-14). Tanner Shook still in at quarterback. Fakes to give to Stiegemeyer. And we're going to have another flag on a hold on the Braves. Clock stops with 4:45 left. 35-14.
Selected. Repeat play. First down.
First and 10, Braves.
Shook back to throw. Now will keep it. Run up the middle and slips a couple tackles. Gets hit from behind, but gets a first down up past the 30 inside, close to the 25.
Braves.
Clock continues to move. Inside 4 minutes. Shook. Gives to Stiegemeyer up the middle inside the 25.
Number 23, Marshall Stagmeyer with the rush. Gain of 4 on play.
Gain of
Down and 6.
4, second down at 6. Inside 3 minutes, clock continuing to move. Tanner Shook will again fake it this time and keep it up inside. Get brought down close to the 20.
Number 12, Tanner Shook with the rush. Bring up a 3rd down for the Braves.
Timeout Sweet Home, 2:20 left. We'll put 10 seconds back on the clock. 2.5 minutes left. Banks leading Sweet Home 35-20.
Coming out after Sweet Home's first time out of the second half. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Braves have the lead 35-20 with a 3rd down and 4.
Third down and 4. And movement. And we're going to get an offsides against Sweet Home, and that should give the Braves a first down and put the game out of reach.
First down for the Braves.
And the give to Stiegemeyer. He'll be spun down in the backfield, and Sweet Home will call their second timeout.
There'll be more Brave football action tomorrow over at the coast. Over in Warrenton. The 5th, 6th graders will be playing at 10:30. The 3rd and 4th graders will be playing at 12 o'clock. Safe travels to everybody going over to support the youth. Number 23, Marshall Stagmeyer, the ball carrier, tackled by number 5, Travis Thorpe. Sweet Home with their third and final timeout. Third down and 12 for the Braves.
.214 to go, 35-20, and the give to Tanner Shook keeps it inside the 5. Will be a Braves first down. 2:09 left, stops the clock, and I think that'll do it for Sweet Home trying to call timeouts. .48 to go, clock moving, 35-20. Number 1 Banks will pick up their 13th straight win. Was not easy, though, especially in the second half. Shook will wait for the clock to run down. Under 90 seconds, and we'll just take a knee. Braves are not going to put one more score on the board, and that'll do it. Clock will wind down. under a minute left. Braves will have one more kneel down. 35-20 final score. Apologize for the technical difficulties towards the end, working with a new platform this year. Banks picks up their 13th straight win, defeats Sweet Home 35-20. Probably a little bit closer than it should have been, but able to get the job done and pick up their 13th straight win, improved to 2-0 on the season with the 35-20 victory over the Sweet Home Huskies. Braves had a 28-7 lead. It was Jacob Slifka coming up with his first touchdown pass of his high school career, as far as we know, on a 48-yard pass to Tanner Shook off of a muffed punt on 4th and long to give the Braves a 7-0 lead. Slifka then hooked up with Jared Evans, who started the game at quarterback, on a 10-yard touchdown pass to make the score 14-0 early second quarter. Jamar Flippin added a 4-yard touchdown run, and it was Tanner Shook who came in on the last drive of the game for Jared Evans, who appears to have suffered some kind of left ankle injury on the last drive of the first half. Tanner Shook able to score from 4 yards out off of a quarterback keeper off the fake to Jamar Flippin to give the Braves a 28-7 lead, and the Braves hold on in the second half for the 35-20 victory. Jamar Flippin scoring on a 80-yard end around off the handoff from Marshall Stiegemeyer off of a touchdown from Sweet Home to make the score 35-20. That'll do it for us. Final score again, number 1 Banks 35, Sweet Home 20. Banks wins their 13th straight, improves to 2-0. Sweet Home falls to 0-2. Banks will be at Marist next Friday. We'll update you on Marist's score with Seaside. That game was played tonight. Follow us on Facebook for other scores from around the state as they become available. Going to have to wait for those to be released on OSAA. Oregon Live has not given us any scores tonight. Again, the state's largest newspaper not having any updates on high school football around the state on their webpage, so we will do the best we can to bring you scores from around the state once they are released from OSAA. Thanks for listening, and we hope to be back with you next Friday live from Marist High School between the Banks Braves and the Marist Spartans. Thanks for listening, and good night.